Michael and Chris Ward had another stakes success for their Triple Crown syndications on Saturday with Moss Trip in the James Carr Stakes on the back of Bred taking out the inaugural Everest back in October and a host of other stakes winners in their now famous red and white colours. So how do they buy their yearlings? I went behind the scenes with the Ward brothers recently at Riverside.
He's home in the Everest, and home went Charlie Boy to beat Rock Sturdy.
But flying Schnitzel, look at this. Came from a minute back, stormed over the top and won by a length.
Hot Schnitzel draws away, and Peggy Jean won the sires from Scratch Be Lucky.
And it is a filly by My Boy Charlie out of Lady of Love, raced by Triple Crown Syndications.
I guess I've always had the interest in racing, and as I grew up as a kid, and we're always at the races with our father, and that then progressed into the breeding side, and I looked at helping with the breeding and matching up to a stallion, all that sort of thing, and then the interest really grew from there. Once you dive into the pedigrees, it's all consuming.
It is, but you also need to know a lot about the actual individuals. Like I noticed you guys are actually you're doing your own inspections, and that takes a long time to learn. So you must have been doing this for a long time.
It's really lacking a hip on it.
Yeah, we have. Look, Triple Crown's been going for, I think it's about 13 years now. Yeah, we're heavily involved prior to that as well. But it's a long process. Over the years, you build a bit of a blueprint in the brain, and you get to learn what you like, but you're always fine-tuning, always looking to improve things. And it is a time-consuming process, but it's crucial to the future of the business and the success that you get on the track.
Where did you learn initially, though? Actually, I mean, I know looking at yearlings, and I've learned from some absolute experts. Did you have anyone advising you in the early days to really point out some of the things that you know, coming into it green, I guess, that you might not know?
Yeah, we did. We're very fortunate. We teamed up with John Hawkes early on and had some of our horses with him, and we're always bouncing ideas off him, and I guess we're a sponge around him. He's full of information. He was very happy to share it with us. That put us in good stead, and then we've just been formulating and trying to work on improving things over the years.
It is also very much about buying a horse at a certain price range. I mean, you can't be offering horses, $1 million horses, to your syndicate members. So what is the process involved in actually putting a price on that horse and actually letting a horse go that you might really like?
Oh, exactly. No, you've got to be very disciplined. You know, you see many people come into this game, and they might get a bit too carried away and go too strong over their budgets. But we set a price that we think is good value, and a price that we can be comfortable in offering to our clients as well. And we like to give our owners a chance of getting out financially well ahead as well. It's not just about getting the success on the racetrack. I mean, if you pay $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 for a racehorse, it's got to be an outstanding horse to recoup that sort of prize money and come out in front. And I think if you win a stakes race, you're at that sort of a level, you deserve to be coming out well in front. So, and we've proven over the years too, you can buy horses at much more reasonable sort of value and give them that success on the track, give them the thrill, and come out financially ahead.
The success you've had is enormous. I mean, you go back through, you know, your Flying Schnitzel, Hot Schnitzel, Peggy Jean, a sires winner, Charlie Boy, Dothraki. These are real people's horses, aren't they? They go on and they go on and they go on, and you must have an enormous ownership base who's very loyal.
Yeah, we do. We're very fortunate. With most of our horses that we offer to the market these days, we find about 50% of the owners are existing owners reinvesting into a new horse, and that's a great support. It really helps us, and you know, the rest of the owners are coming in for the first time. But the longevity of these horses, which you touched on, is crucial, and people are getting involved to enjoy these days at the races and enjoy the experience. And these horses who do have that longevity and can race on for years and at a really good level, you know, that's exactly what everybody's after. And I think if you manage a horse's career well, place them with good trainers, then those sort of rewards are on offer.
You buy a lot. I'm really interested in the horses you buy. I mean, you know, so far this year, Epaulette, Brazen Bow, Dissident, first season stallions. You've had success with, you know, obviously a Peggy Jean by My Boy Charlie. And how do you work out which first season sire to take a punt on?
We're doing a lot of research on the individual first season sires and working out the certain ones that we want to back and that we think will be successful. It's a formula that's worked well for us, and as long as you're very selective, disciplined, and then can pick a good type, you can do very well.
So without giving away trade secrets, what would make a first season sire attractive to you guys at Triple Crown?
Yeah, obviously it's got to be a horse that's raced at the very elite level, so it's had the capacity to deliver, and then there's certain traits that we look for in horses, and we like to see them stamping their stock and putting that into their progeny, and those sort of sires are the ones that we end up pursuing. We've done a lot of work prior to the sales, so a lot of pedigree research and so on, and once we get to the sales, all of that's put aside, and then we're just looking for the actual individual. So it doesn't matter who the horse is by or who it's out of, it's really just looking for the most athletic horse that we can find. And it's like looking at two humans, you know, walking side by side, and you can usually pretty much everybody can tell who's the more athletic out of the two, and it's the same with horses. So when you see enough horses in a row, back to back, you can pick which ones are the most athletic.
But Redzell, he's home in the Everest. Redzell leads all the way.
Then you get to Redzell, you know, the Everest. Everyone that's foaled down a horse, yearling, you know, been a parade of the horses at the yearling sales, is attached to a horse. But you've not only selected these horses, but you also bring this joy to your owners. Take me through Everest Day as far as your emotions, seeing your owners and having actually brought that to be.
It's hugely satisfying. You know, I can't stress that enough. You know, I guess you feel like a proud dad in a way that you've been involved with them from very early on, and then yeah, you bring together an ownership group, and a lot of them didn't know each other beforehand, and they fly in from all around Australia, and they've got this common interest now, and they've built, you know, fantastic friendships over the years amongst themselves and Mike and I, and it's everyone's dream really to take on just to be involved in an Everest race, something like that, but to actually go forward and win it, it was pretty special, it really was.
Do they follow every relative of that horse or every other schnitzel going around? Like, it builds a whole interest in the rest of racing for these new people to the industry, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does, and it's crucial too. You see that with a lot of our owners. They not only follow their own horse, they follow the rest of the Triple Crown horses, they follow the stables horses, they follow the horses that their particular horse raced against to see how the form's stacking up.
Even in trials, I know I do that.
Oh, 100%, that's right. And yeah, and they certainly, it just grows and grows and grows, and not only them, also it's an experience that they're sharing with their family, their friends. You know, they're always reporting back that everyone's onto them, you know, the day or two before each race, and how are we going to go, you know, what's happening, should I be on, should I not be, all this sort of thing. And it's the same with Redzell. You know, we've got 17 owners there in him, and look, every single race that ownership base grows and grows with all the family and friends, which is fantastic. It's just exposing more and more people to the industry and showing them what it's all about and what can be achieved, and I think that's great for the industry.
How much does it help you as syndicators and with your great team of owners having the Snowdens, Peter and Paul Snowden?
The Snowdens are outstanding. I think they're the best in the business, I truly do, and not only from preparing their horses on the racetrack, and you know, we've dubbed them the grand final trainers because they've got an uncanny ability of getting their horses to peak on grand final day, which is a real art and a testament to what they do. But also just from dealing with them on a personal level, they're very straightforward. You know, you can tell they're country guys and very approachable. All our owners comment on how approachable they are, and it's easy just to go up and have a chat to them, and they feel welcome and part of the whole process. And they're very, very good communicators as well for our owners, which is crucial.
And from the sales, it's all part of a team, isn't it? I know you send your horses for their breaking in, pre-training to Muskoka Farm, Bob and Wendy Lapointe, and it's a vital part of a horse's, whether it's going to make the races or not, isn't it? That early education.
Absolutely. It's an extremely competitive sport, and the little 1%ers make a huge difference at the end of the day. And you see that in the races where, you know, they're often the smallest margins that separates the winner from those who are close behind. So it's about doing everything right at every step of the way, and then just on top of that is getting access to the good jockeys. So if you get the good jockeys on your horses, more often than not they'll ride good races and the results flow.
It's got a good walk on it.
And your brother Mike. So you guys, you look at a horse and you seem to not say too much because you kind of know exactly what the other one's thinking. It's a great team that you have together.
Yeah, it is. We're very fortunate to be able to work together, and as you say, we do go around and, you know, we spend all day with each other and inspecting horse after horse, but we know what each of us like now, and we're very much in tune with each other there, so it's just little comments here and there, and I guess fine-tuning what we're after. But yeah, we're very fortunate to be able to work together and share the experiences, you know, the ups and downs of racing together.
And I guess it's about, in this industry, isn't it, that You need to get that passion across to owners, isn't it? And is that something you discuss with your owners when someone approaches you and says, look, I'd like to take a share in a horse? How do you then look after them? What's the process to really say, you really need to take a share in this horse?
Yeah, I think people can probably hear the sincerity in our voices, and we obviously select all the horses ourselves. So we stand behind them, we know what we're offering. And they're horses that we're prepared to pay with our own money up front too. So there's a lot of passion that goes through us. We're not doing this just as a job, but also as a lifestyle and a passion for us. And I think on race day, people can see that come through. You know, I'm there with an owner next to me, and I'm giving him a bit of a tap on the back as the horse is charging for the line, and so there's a lot of enthusiasm that we have for the sport.
We're very happy with the way things are. I mean, we're always looking to progress things as well, and bring more owners into the sport and showcase what racing's all about. Give our owners, we're always looking to increase their experience in every aspect that we possibly can, not only on the racetrack but also off the track as well. Yeah, no, we just want to keep chasing those rewards on the track and the results that we've been sort of getting, but always looking to improve as well.